Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video on the makeup look that I am wearing right now. This look was using a new foundation, which is the Makeup Forever HD Hydro Glow Foundation, which I am so impressed with. It's definitely a glowy foundation, but after you powder, it's flawless. So you can choose if you want it to be like very radiant, dewy, glowy, or it sets down beautifully with powder. So loving it. And I also used my Urban Decay Metal Mania palette, which I've been wanting to use this purple shade in this palette. It's super duper pretty and sparkly. So it was just a very simple look. I just blended in some browns in my crease and then popped in that purple, did a wing liner and called it a day. But I think it's really pretty, especially for February when we're kind of into more of those pinks and purples and red shades. So if you are new to my channel and you love all things girly, beauty, fragrance, body care, self-care, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss my future uploads. And if you would like to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, clip my hair back because I cannot stand my hair in the way. And I'm going to go ahead and prep my skin using the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. This is my #1 product to prep my skin for makeup. It lightly exfoliates the skin, but it isn't too harsh. It doesn't burn my skin. It just leaves the skin perfect. And then now we're going to go ahead and prep the eyes. I'm using the Rare Beauty Weightless Eyeshadow Primer. I have been using this eyeshadow primer instead of my one size concealer. I am loving it. My eyeshadows do not crease and it feels hydrating on the eyelids, so it just looks really nice and ready for eyeshadow. I'm also going to prep the lips using the Dr. Dennis Gross Derm Infusions Plump Repair Lip Treatment. This thing will plump your lips, smooth all of the lines, and make them look so beautiful. For eyeshadow today, we're going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Metal Mania Metallic Eyeshadow Palette. I've been dying to do a purple look with this palette. I am going to go in with the shade Sound Tower with a fluffy crease brush, and this is going to be the first eyeshadow that I place on the eyes. I am focusing this all over the brow bone, the crease, just to add that nice warmth to the eyes before I go in with the next shades. Now I'm quickly going to deepen it up with the shade Road Crew, and this is going to go on the outer V of the eye, so the outside corner of the lid, and bringing it into the center. So I'm not going to bring this shade up to where the warm brown shade is. I'm keeping it lower, kind of like in a V shape, adding this to the outer corner of the eyes. And then we're just going to keep going in between a small brush and also a blending brush to really blend those colors together and get rid of any harsh lines. Next, we're going to go with the star of the show, which is called Power Chords, and I'm using a very small detailer brush. It's from MAC. I don't remember the number of this brush, but you can use any flat small brush to apply the shade. It's very glittery and really shimmery and pretty, so I'm just packing it on until I feel like I have the intensity that I like. Next, I'm going to clean up the eyeshadow with a wipe. I love to do this every single time I do my makeup. If I follow my natural eye shape, my eyes kind of droop down. So I love to pull it upward with the wipe. Kind of gives the eyes like a lift. Now I'm going to go in with the NYX Epic Ink Liquid Concealer, and I'm going to do a winged liner, which I haven't done in a while. So I was excited to do some wing liner, but it took me longer than usual because wing liner can just be so annoying sometimes. For mascara, I'm using Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara, and I also applied some lashes off camera as well. Now we're going to move on to the face products. So for the face, I started off with e.l.f. Cosmetics Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. This has quickly become my #1 favorite primer for my face. It just preps my face for foundation. And I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydro Glow Foundation. This is a new foundation and I got it in the shade 1N14, which is the same shade that I use in the regular HD Skin foundation. And this foundation says that its lightweight texture syncs with your skin for a blur effect and even complexion in an ultra natural radiant finish. Its buildable medium coverage offers an undetectable and long wear result. I fell in love with this foundation. I definitely recommend it, especially if you have dry skin. Does that even look like I have foundation on my face? I feel like it blends into the skin so beautifully. I feel like this color is a perfect match. So I was so excited. I'm definitely more towards the neutral shades now. I'm no longer buying warm tones. Look at that. It just looks like I have a serum on my face, and it covered up any veins, any hyperpigmentation. It also covers any redness. I was a little irritated because I did do dermaplaning on my face the previous night and I got a little too happy with it, so my face does freak out a little bit when I do it, but this covered it up beautifully. And this foundation, I feel like it's very versatile. You can leave it glowy like that, and when I powder it, you will see that it powders down beautifully. So you can choose the type of finish that you want, but I'm loving it. For concealer, I use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots Concealer. This concealer is really good. The coverage is great. I hadn't used it in a while, so I wanted to pull it out, give it some use. I love to shop my stash. I love to use the things that I have in my collection. This concealer is really good, easy to blend, doesn't really crease too much on me, and I love the coverage that it gives, and it worked really nice with this foundation. I am going to blend it out with a brush, which I'm not too used to doing. I'm kind of used to using my sponge to do my makeup, but this really gives a nice full coverage finish to the concealer, so using a brush is really good if you want more coverage. Next up, I'm going to do some contouring with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. I haven't been using this too much. I'm not a fan of the packaging, but the product does blend out really nicely, and it does look like it's going to be really dark, but once you start blending it out, it shears out really nicely and gives you a very nice contour bronze effect. So I really enjoy the product. So I'm just using two small elf brushes to blend this out. One is just like in a dome shape, the other one is in an angled shape. I like to use the angled one for my face and the fluffy one for my nose, but they're both from elf. So elf has really good brushes, affordable. I love to give you guys affordable options because not all of us want to only go to Sephora for makeup, and that's totally understandable. So you're gonna see some very good drugstore options in this video that I love and use. So I'm just blending this out with those two brushes. Next up, I'm going to be doing some cream blush. I'm using the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil from Makeup by Mario, and I went with the shade Perfect Pink, which is one of the more pigmented ones because there are even more natural options in this line. And what I like about this product is that this is perfect for beginners, it's perfect for everyday wear, it's perfect for those people who want more of a natural finish, something that's not too pigmented. I would definitely recommend these blushes. Now to set all of my makeup, I'm using a drugstore loose powder, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is one of the best drugstore loose powders. This will blur your pores, smooth your face. It set this foundation so beautifully. You will see it will go from looking super dewy. If you're not a fan of a dewy finish, this will set down beautifully, and this powder is super affordable. You can find it at the drugstore, at Target, at Ulta, and look at the way that it's just getting rid of any pores. It's like a filter for the face. I absolutely love this powder. I recommend it so much. It doesn't look too cakey on the skin. It doesn't make me look too dry, and I love that I can just control where I want to keep the dewiness and where I want to set down my makeup. So this combination of foundation and powder work together so nicely. I'm very in love with it. So now I am just brushing off the excess with a brush, and next we are going to move on to applying some bronzer. I'm going to go in with one that I haven't used in forever. This is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. If you're a true makeup junkie, you know this was like such a big deal back in the day. It was one of the most popular face bronzers. I love the way it smells, and it's just a very nice undertone to bronze. It does contour the nose really nicely too. So mine is the jumbo one, but they do have a smaller size also. Next up, I'm going to go in with an affordable blush, and this is from the Essence brand. This is Pure Nude Baked Blush in the shade Cool Coral. This was my first time using this blush. I just got it from Ulta. I'm going to link all of the products in the description box if you are interested, but this blush has a very nice radiance to it, so you almost don't even need highlight with these blushes. They go on really smooth. They have the perfect amount of pigment. They're not too pigmented, but they're buildable, so it's really nice. Again, for a beginner as well as someone who wants more of a natural finish, I definitely recommend them. Now I'm just adding the same shades that I used on my eyes to my lower lash line with a pencil brush to bring together that eye look. I like to do this after I have set my face. Now I'm going to set my lips as well because I don't like my lips to have anything slippery on them. So I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Lip Liner in the shade Wherever Walnut. It's more of a pink tone lip liner because I wanted it to tie in with the purple eyeshadow. So I am lining my lips with this pencil, and this shade is really nice, and the formula of this lip liner is also beautiful. You don't have to work too much with it. It's creamy, it doesn't drag. I love it. For lipstick, I'm going to apply the Huda Beauty Power Bullet Cream Glow Hydrating Lipstick in the shade Buttercup. It's a pinky nude color. These are so hydrating on the lips and they look so beautiful. You don't even have to put on a gloss with these because they're already very nice and hydrating. The perfect amount of a glossy look. To set the face, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I love the way this smells, and this is just going to bring some radiance back to my face after applying all those powders. I'm also going to apply some lower lash mascara. This is the MAC Extra Dimension Giga Black Lash Mascara. And that is it for this makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead and take my clips out, fix my hair. I want to thank you guys so much for those of you who support me with my makeup passion. You guys know it means so much to me, and I appreciate you being here. I will be uploading more tutorials. I'm trying to balance myself out between tutorials and shorts and reels and all of the different types of content, but I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next one.